What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel once again. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing us how to create this scrubs trouser, just like what you're seeing me putting on. Okay, so today's video is a continuation of the video that we did last time. So if you haven't seen that video, please check it out. And we're going to be using this pattern to cut out this trouser. So if you haven't seen this video, please use this link over here to check that video out so you will know how to draft this pattern. All right, so that aside, now let's move forward. So guys, you've seen me measure this part here. So by the side, I'm going to be adding 1.5 inches around the sides of this pattern. Reason being that this particular pattern here was made to fit my body directly. This is the pattern I used when I was trying to cut out the pattern for my jean jumpsuit. So it was meant to fit my body. So at this area now, I am going to be adding some inches, like ½ inch to this area, or probably 1 inch, just something to make it a little bit ease on my body, because this fabric doesn't have any stretch. All right, so moving on, I'm just going to be using my chalk to draw out the seam allowances that I want to add. So at most here, coming down, I'm adding up to 1 inch or 1.5 inches. Okay, so when you make use of this pattern, you will understand on your own body size on what to add. You get, so it's your personal preference on what you want. So that's what I'm doing right now. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is to cut it out. Also note that once you come down to the ankle area, you're going to be adding 2-inch allowance here so that you can have ways to use and insert your elastic. So since this trouser pattern was literally high-waisted, I didn't really add any other thing again to the waistline. That's why I'm able to cut both the front and back equal like this. If not, I would have added 2 inches at the back towards the waistline. So just go ahead and then close the side seams for each of them separately. So the measurement for the pocket is this. Now for the main pocket base, we have 16 inches. Now the base, the length of it is going to be 9 inches. Now for the cover, the length of the cover is 10.5 inches, while the width or the length of it, is 4.5 inches. All right. So once you're done doing that, make sure you're cutting out 2 pieces of each of them. But the cover should be on fold before you cut it out. Now coming over to the main pocket, fold it over like this, then notch at the center at both ends. Open it up like this and then fold over 1 inch. Please be sure that it is 1 inch so that it will not end up taking more of your pockets. Just fold it 1 inch in and also fold 1 inch towards the other side so it can end up forming like a box split. Then what you're going to go ahead to do now is to sew these points down so that it will not flip away. So for the cover, this is what we're going to do. Just go ahead and then use ½ of an inch and then sew this place down. Then turn it over. Do the same thing to this other one also. So coming back to the trouser, this is what you're going to do. Now you're going to be measuring out where we are going to be inserting the pocket, where it's going to start. So for me, from the waistline, I'm going to be measuring down to 14 inches here, and that's where my pocket is going to be starting from. So before you insert the pocket, be sure that you have top stitched on top of this place that we joined together. Top stitch on that place 2 times. Then coming back to the pocket, be sure to top stitch on top of the pocket cover double times before you go ahead and then insert it. Then once you're done, you're going to be placing it on the 14 inches mark that we marked out earlier. Now this is what you're going to do. You're going to go ahead and then sew it down at this point. Once you're done sewing it down, just fold it over like this. And then also top stitch on top of this place 2 double times. Then on the main pocket, be sure to hem around the opening so that it wouldn't freeze, okay? All right, so after doing that, what you're going to do is also to place it here, but not directly on the 14 inches line. You're going to be placing it 2 inches away from the 14 inches line. 1.5 inch away from the 14 inches line. Then fold it in like this, ½ inch by the side, and then just sew it around the pocket. That's double times, don't forget. So once you're done sewing that down, you should have something that looks like this. Now what you're going to do is just to go ahead and then iron it so that it will come out looking really nice and beautiful. So once you're done, this is what we are going to be doing next. So before we go ahead and then close the side seams and also the crouch area, fold the down part of the ankle area like this. Just fold it ½ inch in, then bend it over with 1 inch so you can be able to insert your elastic into this. So once you're done, what you're going to be doing now is to place the two sides together like this. Now first of all, we're going to go ahead and then close around the crouch area. Now you're going to be using 1 inch to close around this crouch area. Now once you're done, and once you're also done inserting elastic on the ankle area, what you're going to do is to go ahead and then close around this using ½ inch. So don't forget to insert your elastic first before closing the crouch area. Now once you're done doing that, just go ahead and then top stitch on top of this place. First of all, guys, I forgot, first of all, top stitch here before you go ahead and insert your elastic. I remember I said something about this place earlier on before inserting the pockets, so that's what you should go ahead to do. Now once you are done, just go ahead and then iron them out. Now it's time for us to insert our waistband elastic. So fold ½ inch in like this and also fold over 1 full inch. Now if you can go ahead and then pin around it. But what you're going to do now is to leave a little bit of space here so that you can pass your elastic through. Now once you're done sewing it, this is the elastic I'm going to be using, and this is just 1 inch elastic. So fold it in such a way that this elastic will be able to pass through it. All right, so once you are done inserting the elastic, this is what is going to look like at the end. Then you can now go ahead and then close up that little portion that we left so we can pass, that we used to pass our elastic. So this is it, guys. This is the final outcome of the trouser. Please like this video, subscribe, and then share this video if you found value. Thank you, guys.